Everybody, how's it going? As you can see on the ground with all these leaves and the color above me, it's fall. And for the past 12 days, I've been driving around the Northeast, living out of this guy, this 2019 four-door Jeep Wrangler, firecracker red Rubicon. This thing has pretty much every upgrade available on a Rubicon, and it's an absolute beast. It's obviously not my normal 2013 white Jeep Wrangler, and I don't own this, sadly, but Jeep and Jeep Wave have hooked it up for the past week and a half to let me shoot the fall leaves and shoot this project. So I picked up the Wrangler in Detroit about 11 days ago and then drove to the Adirondacks in New York, then to Stowe, Vermont, and hit Smuggler's Notch, and now finally I'm in the White Mountains in New Hampshire, and it's absolutely beautiful out. I've had kind of a mix between rainy days, cloudy days, and today obviously is absolutely beautiful, but I wanted to take a break from shooting to make this vlog. And the whole purpose behind this vlog and kind of the whole purpose behind this project is to show that you can live out of your Jeep Wrangler without a crazy setup. If you've seen any of my previous videos in my 2013 white Jeep Wrangler, you've seen my rooftop tent, you've seen that I gutted the inside, a kitchen, a closet, all of that decked out. But for living out of a Jeep for 2 weeks, maybe to a month, you really don't need any of that. And I get a lot of people that message me all the time saying they wish they could go to the places that I see, they wish they could have these experiences. When the fact is, anybody can do what I'm doing. And that's a point I always try to stress, and that's kind of the purpose behind my work, is to get people to go out and get people to see these places and have these experiences, because really anybody can do this. But all in all, super grateful for this opportunity, and really excited for you guys to see the photos and the videos. This red Jeep Wrangler pops so good with the colors. But for now, I want to go ahead and show you the inside of the Rubicon and how I've been living out of it for the past 12 days. Like I said, the Jeep is a 2019 Rubicon, and it's pretty much fully loaded. This thing is an absolute beast, and it's been so much fun driving around the Northeast the past few days. Show you the back here. Really good looking vehicle, and drives much better than my 2013 Wrangler. So I'm gonna start first with probably the most important part of this entire setup, and that's gonna be the bed. I got the bed off of Amazon for maybe 60, 70 bucks. I set a limit of $100 to spend on everything I put into the Wrangler, other than food and gas, obviously, but I'll go ahead and show you that. And it's honestly more comfortable, maybe not more, but close to being as comfortable as my bed in my 2013 Wrangler. It is inflatable, so I'd have a tough time using this for maybe more than a month. So I have a pillow here, and then here's the actual inflatable bed, sleeping bag, and then a blanket. So I'll show you how this thing blows up, and what's really nice is that it blows up in sections, so it can extend the entire part of the Wrangler, or you can just have it here, and this is basically a twin size bed, and I'll show you the blow up pumps in the front. So there's about 6 of these all over the bed, and you can inflate separate sections, and it just comes with a little 12-volt blow up pump. I'm about 6'3", 6'4", and I honestly fit pretty comfortably in here. I have to sleep at a bit of an angle to get my feet in, but I'll show you guys that setup. All right, so here we are. This has been my sleeping setup for the last 2 weeks now, and like I mentioned before, the bed is honestly super comfortable. And what's nice about this compared to my 2013 Wrangler is the amount of headspace I have. I think in my Wrangler I probably have a foot from my head to the ceiling or to the roof, and in this I easily have 2 feet plus. And again, I'm 6'3", 6'4", and I'm able to fit in this Rubicon pretty nicely and pretty comfortably. So I think with this bed and a decent setup and the seats folded down, sleeping out of your Jeep Wrangler is super simple. Feet have a pretty good amount of room. I gotta kind of stick them to the side when I sleep, but really not bad. Doesn't feel too cramped at all. Again, have a lot of space up top here. Rope across with the hangers. And yeah, really not a bad setup. One thing I really like about Wranglers is they have a ton of space on these crossbars as well as above, where you can store stuff. The sleeping bag usually sits here, and then I've got a drone case and some laundry right there. To help stay organized, you can see I just rigged up, it's literally just a rope between the 2 roll bars that hold all my clothes and hangers. You may be thinking, is it really necessary to have a closet for 12 days on the road and have your clothes hung up? And I don't do it to keep my shirts unwrinkled. I really could care less about that. I do it for organizational purposes. I've said it before in previous blogs and vlogs, and I'll definitely say it again, but my biggest piece of advice for living out of your Jeep Wrangler is to stay organized. And I think having the rope across the roll bars and the hangers up really helps keep everything uncluttered. Up front, I've just got some paper towels below, backpack, tripod, some extra boots. Again, I've been eating I had 3 of these on the road. These are just the pre-made meals that are super simple. A water bottle, water jug, camera equipment, and then this is the interior. Really sleek navigation, which is a big change from my 2013. Leather seats, heated. Best thing about this, heated steering wheel. Very good job, Jeep. Absolutely love that. Not going to jump too deep into how I've been eating on the road for the past 12 days. I already have a vlog that goes really into detail on how exactly I eat on the road, but I will say I've been using a cooler and doing mostly just sandwiches, yogurts, granola bars. I brought a Jetboil here, so I've been doing some instant meals. Had about 3 of these while I was on the road, as well as just a little pot and pan to whip up some soup and some spaghetti and stuff like that. But I've been eating really simple on the road the last 12 days. Honestly, I've been hitting coffee shops throughout New Hampshire and Vermont. They have all these little small towns, so that's been fun. What's been really interesting about the Northeast compared to the West is that this is a lot of private land. The West is pretty much all public land and super accessible, and it's been really difficult to find Forest Service roads like the one I'm currently on and public land of any sort. Obviously, they have a lot of state parks out here, which are gorgeous, but most of the land out here is all privately owned. So just something to keep in mind when coming out here to camp. You're probably gonna have to pay for a campground. I had to pay for 1 campground in the past 12 days, which I'm a little disappointed in myself, but it was worth it. It was an awesome site and the camp post was great. And honestly, that's pretty much it. I wanted to keep it as simple as possible and show that anybody can live out of their Jeep Wrangler. Again, it's been 12 days I've been doing this, and realistically, I think I could easily go 3 weeks, 4 weeks out of this setup. Currently, the eating situation has been a little more difficult than it has been in my Jeep Wrangler, just with the fridge that I have and the actual Coleman stove. But if you had a better cooler and a decent stovetop, you could really do this right. The bed is great. Again, that's linked below. I 100% recommend that. Make sure you have hangers set up. I think that's super helpful. Water, just bought a big water jug. The Northeast has a lot of state parks and a lot of rest stops. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Make sure to check out the blog and the cinematic video I'm putting out of the Northeast. And if you have any questions about anything you just saw or some more tips or anything I didn't cover on how to live out of your Jeep Wrangler, don't hesitate to shoot me a message. Other than that, I really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you found this helpful.